Welcome, good morning, nice to meet you. Oh, I mean, hello. Good morning to you. Spill 3 is chirping. We have a special guest on the show joining the ladies of Spill 3. Hang it up. Woo, 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 woo. And we do have some tea today, a little iced tea.
Is anyone teaming more still?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Under the sea. Step up in the building. Everybody hands go up, down, up, down, up, down. Cause all we do is spill, spill, spill. Hi guys! What's up? Welcome back.
What's up, too?
Happy Sunday. Happy Super Spill Sunday. How you feeling? I'm feeling
Feeling
great.
blessed.
I like those answers.
That's how you're supposed to feel on a Sunday.
Facts.
Super excited that we're having a special guest.
Yeah, I'm so
super
happy.
excited.
Expect more throughout the season because we have a girl coming on next. Finally, let's start our questions. Would you rather be the dumpee or the dumper? Or take a dump? I would rather be the dumper because if I'm gonna wait for you to dump me, I'm probably gonna be waiting forever because girl, I am the whole package deal. I don't mind breaking hearts.
The heartless one here. I definitely rather be the dumpee. First of all, if I have to be the dumper, it's gonna be so hard. I'm gonna continue to tell myself, oh, I have to say this and do this and go over and over and over again. And I'm just never gonna be able probably to bring myself until like the last possible minute. And then when I am doing it, I'm just gonna be thinking constantly about how I'm making you feel and how hurt you are that I'm not gonna be in your life anymore. It's equally, well, if you're a good person, it's equally hurtful to be the dumper and the dumpee. The point where it's more hurtful for the dumper is the beginning, when you're contemplating what you're gonna say to that person, when, where, are you making that right decision? And then in that moment, like having to tell someone that you don't want to be with them, and it like literally crushes them, and in their head they think that like their life is done. They don't want to take no as an answer. It's awkward. It's not gonna be like one dump. They're gonna try to get you back, and it's gonna be like multiple no, no, no. It hurts every time you gotta say no, and it causes like just as many tears for the dumper as the dumpee. For the dumpee, that's hard for the aftermath. Once a dumper dumps already, like they're done and over with, they don't really gotta think about it again. Once the person who's getting dumped finds that news out, they're just like gonna be going through a lot. You go for not like paying attention to me at all. I'm totally listening to everything you say.
You're not talking about
now
the
you're
dumpee.
talking about the dumpee, what they're gonna go through.
Whatever. The dumpee is going to be sad. It takes a while to grieve. So, I don't know. I say it's equally hard. It is hard to look at someone and break their heart. Especially because, like, I do feel that a lot. And now she changes her mind. Because I just thought about what I did to her.
We got a new game for you guys
that we came up with. So, no! You cannot steal from this because if you do, bitch, you better give us 10%.
So we have 2 items that are similar. They're just different brands. So we have to guess which brand is which.
Blindfold on, taste the food, taste the drink, and we have to guess if it's Coke or Pepsi, or McDonald's or Burger King.
Spill the taste,
bitch.
Here's your first tuna.
So this one's very oily, chewy. I feel like I know which one this one is though. Okay, next. Tokyo, wanna help me? I feel like the first one was Bumblebee and the second one was Starkiss.
She would be correct. Ah! Next we have Cheerios and Joe's O's.
It's actually really good. Okay. Just want to open up a little wider. They do taste similar, but the only way I know the difference is because the second one is expired, and I'm pretty sure that's Kimberly's cereal. So I'm gonna say the first one was Cheerios, and the second one was Kim's.
Ding, ding, ding! These Trader Joe's, I don't recommend them. Oatmeal.
Y'all are just feeding me the healthy stuff, and I appreciate you for this.
One of the oatmeals is Quaker, apple and cinnamon, of course. And the other is Kroger, apple and cinnamon as well.
Okay, let's try. Both apple and cinnamon.
Yeah, it's the best flavor.
Okay.
No, here.
Oh, but it's actually a hard one. Okay, I think I know. I think the first one was Kroger and the second one was the Quaker brand. That's my final answer. Can you guys give me a challenge here?
Okay then. If you're on a bad date, will you stick it through or go home? I will stick it out. I know I would stick it out. I wouldn't want to, and I would probably like be in my head throughout the whole time, like, just come up with an excuse now. It's been long enough. But then I wouldn't get the courage to make up a lie because I feel like he's gonna know I'm lying because I'm not having a good time. I'm gonna feel uncomfortable because I'm making him uncomfortable. So I probably will stick out my date.
I feel like Silana would like stick it out physically, like she'll physically be there, but mentally like she's done with the date. Like she's not gonna be talking anymore. She's gonna like not give eye contact. The guy would already know like, okay, it's over.
Like, alright, I'm done with you.
It depends. Like let's say if I'm on this date with somebody for dinner, right? And it's not going well, they're like, you wanna go to the movies after or something? Like I would say no. That's my opportunity to either leave or stay, and obviously if I don't want to stay, why am I going to stick it through another couple of hours, you know? But if I'm just there and we're just there and nothing's happening, I feel like I will stick it through, but my body language would probably give it away that like I'm over it.
I actually have called Amber and asked her what to do when I was on a date before because I just wasn't having a good time like I expected to have. She told me just to finish having dinner and then tell him, okay, I was done like for the night. He wanted to go out still. And I was wearing Amber's shoes, and Amber is a size smaller and I'm wearing her boots, and he's making me walk around to different food locations because he's so hungry. And I'm getting mad because I'm like, holy crap, like my feet hurt me so much, but I don't want to tell him, hey, my feet are hurting me, I'm wearing my cousin's boots that are a size too small. So I'm like, just keep walking. And we ended up eating at Red Robin. I didn't even eat, I just like picked at fries. He got annoyed at me when I told him, I just want to go home, I'm not really up to doing anything else.
I would be annoyed about it too, like, bitch, I'm paying for your food, you're eating one fry. I definitely would stick it through. I don't think I would have the courage to be like, hey, I'm gonna go. I would feel way too bad for the person. So in my head, I would just know that this is not a potential match. And I would just like try to enjoy it as best I can and then never talk to them again. Or just tell them I like them as a friend after through text. Spill that taste, bitch. I'm ready. Oatmeal raisin cookies. Now you have one brand that's grandma cookies and another brand that Mrs. Fields cookies. Say Okay. This one is very chewy, very processed. Are you ready for the next one? Say This one tastes a little cinnamon. Cinnamon. I definitely don't like this last one. The first one is Mrs. Fields and the second one is Grandma. Ding ding ding, you are correct.
I am going to cleanse your palate with the beverage Earl Grey tea, chamomile tea.
The teas I never drink, so it's going to be hard for me. It's a little hot, so make sure you blow.
Yeah, we already know you're good at that.
Okay. This one has a lot more flavor to it. I see some flowers. Flavor. The other one didn't have much of a flavor, so I'm guessing that's gonna be the Earl Grey, the first one, and the chamomile, the second one.
You'll be wrong.
What? Mac and cheese, bitch.
We have Kraft macaroni and cheese, original flavor, and Kroger mac and cheese, original.
Which was 99 cents.
Below.
I feel the heat surrounding my mouth. Well, first of all, I'm tasting some crunchy stuff. Very artificial, the noodles are very thin and cheap.
Go for this one as well, please.
Can I taste the first one again, please? Second one, please. You actually both taste really similar, so if you want to save money, people. I'm honestly very 50-50 on this. They both taste super similar to me. I'm gonna go with my gut. And the first one is Kroger, and the second one is the good one.
Ding, ding, ding!
We are
correct!
So, are you guys ready for our special guest?
I'm ready. I'm ready!
Our special guest is...
Hey guys! We have our special guess. D to the A to the N N Y.
Danny.
It's me.
If you know us, you know our favorite from Are You the One is Danny.
We always talk about him on our live, so you better know.
Stop it. I'm gonna blood.
No, we're super appreciative to have you here today. Thanks for
Yeah, we
taking,
really
I know
are.
you have a busy schedule. You're a celebrity now.
Yeah.
We have to squeeze us in for this.
I'm glad to be here. It was a difficult trip. Like, I really had to go out of my way. I live right down the street.
What we do on our show is we spill the tea. So are you ready to do that with us?
Yes.
Is it ever okay to have dinner with an ex after they've hurt you multiple times? Absolutely. If they're paying, why not? I do it all the time.
It's okay as long as it's a very expensive sushi restaurant and they are paying.
I think it's only okay after like you're completely over it. Like if the thought of them being with someone else doesn't make you cringe anymore, or the thought of them not being with you makes you sad, or like you're jealous, or any type of feelings like that, then you're not ready to go on a date because you're still vulnerable, and anything they do or say is gonna manipulate you into staying after the date. And if you're over them but they're not over you, is it okay? I think it's okay. That's your problem. I'm working out for
Exactly. Like I'm in the position where like I have 2 exes and I'm close like friends with them, and I go out to eat with them, like I hang out with them. I think it's just normal
Amber
to
was
me.
FaceTiming with an ex right before we started.
Hey, isn't it payday? You owe me lunch.
I think what matters is like what the point of the dinner is. You know, what do you want to get out of this dinner? Like if you're trying to get back together with your ex who's hurt you multiple times and like that's the point, this is a date, like I don't know, be careful. But if it's just like, let's try to be cool like adults and like be able to get along with each other, and also you give me some free food, what kind of food would you want your ex to get you?
I'm down for any type of food my ex wants to get. Like, I can even go to the drive-thru, pick it up, and then drop it off at the door.
Some people have Grubhub, some people have Exit.
Filler question, anonymous. I have a best friend of 4 years, but he never opened up about his sexuality. How do I bring it up? It's a very good question.
4 years. I feel like a lot of people have a friend that they're not sure, but they're scared to ask that question.
They don't want to offend them.
Because I would feel like if they want to tell you, they'll tell you.
Yeah. So the best way to bring it up is to accidentally like f up and make an assumption, and then you'll feel really awkward, but it'll be out there.
Yeah, but have somebody who's best friends for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's, if you guys are that close, like you should feel okay and comfortable enough to even ask. If you're my friend for the second year, bitch, the second month, I need to know. Guys, are we having a girls' night or not?
Ask me for a friend.
I don't think so though, because I have a friend who a lot of people ask me if he is gay because he's feminine. I don't believe he is, so I just tell him no. Even I sometimes question it, but I wouldn't ever like ask him because I just feel like if they aren't, that they're gonna be offended.
But don't you want to know who your friend is?
If they were
who they're
comfortable
dealing
enough
with?
for you and they felt like you really were like their friend that they can confide in, that they would tell you.
If someone is offended by you asking if they are like gay or queer or whatever, like that's their
own personal issue. Yeah, like that shouldn't be something.
I don't want them to feel weird with me, you know, or get awkward, and then the friendship be.
I mean, you could also just be like, hey, wanna f***? And then you'll find out. Yeah, don't do that.
But you won't, because what if they're bi? You wouldn't.
Yeah. If he were to like men, he would be bi because I feel like he is attracted to me.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a sign if your best friend is not mentioning a girl or a guy love interest, period. Like after 4 years, come on, they had to have a few.
They could be asexual too. There are just some people who don't want to have sex with anybody. Everybody's sexuality is a personal thing. So like, as soon as you meet someone, it may not be appropriate to be like, yo, who you trying to get down with? If you've known somebody for 4 years, like I feel like you ought to be able to talk about personal
That's
subjects.
what I'm saying. Like you want to know who's involved in your best friend's life.
I'm just like the type that wouldn't want like any walls between us, anything unsaid, a subject that we can't talk about. Like I feel like a best friendship should be open and like honest. After that, about a time, I would be like, hey, what's up? Are you like have any girls? Or if they say no, I'm like, how about guys?
What is something you believe most people learn only after it is too late?
To wear a condom.
That condoms don't always work.
Something that people learn after it's too late is how much someone really means to them. You don't know what you have until it's gone. It's really true. Like especially in relationships, and someone's doing you wrong so many times, and the moment that they finally realize what you mean to them,
you moved on, you're done. Like that's the only time that they're like truly sorry and wish they could take everything back. You can also say that with people who passed away or people you've moved away from. Like I wish I didn't spend so many years arguing with my mom, but I lived with her because now I'm across the country and I can't be with her every day.
I feel like going off of that, something that I feel like I didn't learn till it was too late, and not like too late, but like my parents are people, and there was a period in high school where I was like doing things that weren't respectful to my parents, like throwing parties at their houses and stuff like that, and it was like I hurt their feelings. I wasn't being a good friend to my parents. They're people, they're capable of having their feelings hurt. If your parents are okay, you know, like I'm not gonna say this to people whose parents are like abusive and terrible, but like it should be ideal to like have a friendship with your parents where like you don't screw them over, they don't screw you over, like everything's copacetic and cool. I at least didn't like think about that until it was like, well, I guess I already sort of like broke their trust and hurt our friendship.
Right.
Thank you for your questions and you're welcome for our answers.
No cheating, bitch. Spill the taste.
Spill the taste.
Some homemade brownies versus store-bought 50-cent brownie. One is Ilana's that put a lot of hard work and effort into it, and the other one is lots of preservatives.
Ilana, are you good at baking though?
I am good at baking, but these do not come out good.
Oh no. Yum. I like it very much.
Alright, yeah.
I don't like this brownie. Second one?
Here you go.
Let him bite it.
Here.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Alright, so which one is Ilana's and which one is the 50-cent store-bought one?
I got the first one was Ilana's and the second one was the 50-cent store-bought one. Just because the second one, when I bit into it, I got this spray of like chocolatey flavor, and I feel like that's how processed foods are made.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah!
Ilana does not bake breakfast.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
The one and the only orange juice. Maybe you should have done this, girl, because you're from Florida.
So now we have orange juice from Trader Joe's and we have Tropicana.
Okay.
Here you go, your first one.
I'm getting a hint of orange.
No pulp.
No pulp in either?
No.
This one has some. Just don't open it.
Okay. This one's got some pulp.
I told ya.
Ooh, I want to say that the first one's Trader Joe's and the second one is Tropicana.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah!
We have yellow peach and white peach.
You know the difference.
Let's give you
No.
Are you a fork person or a spoon person?
A spoon person, probably. Okay.
White flash, yellow flash.
Okay.
We are
Okay,
here
okay.
for the next flash.
I think I can do this. Yeah. Oh.
He's making me want to try.
The second one had a crisper mouthfeel. It had some crunch to it, whereas the first one melted a little bit more in my mouth. And then the second one, I feel like actually had like a little bit more of like the classic peach flavor. So that threw me off a little bit because I would expect the white peach to have that crisp crunch. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the second one was white peach and the first one was yellow peach. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch.
And don't forget to tune in to Are You the One on Monday nights at 11 p.m. to
Yeah,
see who
baby.
Danny's match is.
Okay. Spiller question, Maserati_Gerati. Free Gerati! Would you be in a relationship with someone in jail? Absolutely. Because that means I'll be doing me and you're not.
You're right where we want you to be.
I think that if I really love the person, and if I have kids with them, absolutely. But if I'm like right now at this point and I'm feeling someone and I go in jail, like I'll still keep in contact with you, depending how long it is for you to get out. If it's more than 2 years, I ain't waiting. If it's 2 years, I'll be like, hey, I'll be here, but I'm gonna do me still. I'll write you. I'll talk to you on the phone. I'll send you some care packages.
I completely agree. If my husband were to go to jail and I love him, we have a family together, then yes, I would definitely wait for him. But then again, I would wait for him for a certain period of time. I feel like I wouldn't be able to just stop my life, especially the type of person that I am. I like someone to be there. I like to have someone. So if it's a long time, 20 years plus, my relationship would be over with my husband. But other than that, I would wait for him. They're probably like, oh, she's not a ride or die. I mean, I guess I'm not.
All the trappers, don't date her.
Yeah, and if like we're dating right now and you get locked up, I'm not gonna wait around for sure. There are women who will hang in there for you. There are ride or dies out there.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Like, if it's my husband and we've been together, then yeah, I'm gonna stick it out. We made a vow. But like, if you kill someone on the low without telling me, then I don't know about that. Or something crazy like that. If we're just like dating, no, I'm not. I would definitely be there for you, be your pen pal, like Amber said, but I'm not going to stick around because let me tell you something, guys will tell you whatever, or girls, whatever you want to hear when they're in jail, because they really just like need someone and want someone, and like that's great to be there for them, but they'll sell you dreams and then come out and bye Felicia, they're back to what they were doing. So just be very careful. Also, if like you're benefiting off of these things that your man or woman is doing, like if they're dealing or like scamming or whatever they're doing to make income and you're over here living your best life because of it, don't ghost them when they get locked up for it, because you were a part of that lifestyle. You were enabling it. I think you should definitely write it out with them, bitch.
People have pen pals in jail and they actually can make relationships. Marriages come about, children come about, because once you get married, you can have visitation and where you can be intimate.
Look at Remy Ma and Papoose. They got married. He married her ass while she was in jail. That's a real one. So if it's true love, it's true love. How you doing? Have Amber in first place still, as usual. Whatever, let's see if it makes you want to lose too. Okay, so today we have two different hot sauces. We have Frank's Red Hot and we have Cholula Hot Sauce. Which team are you? Which one do you think you like better, Savannah?
I think I like Cholula. I'm happy I got the beacon.
I'm happy I didn't get it. Okay.
Choo choo, chugga 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 chugga.
She's giving me full blown spoons.
Okay. Do you know which is which?
Yes, the first one is Cholula, the second one is the Red Hot.
This was expired.
Nature Valley, and the other one is a Cliff Bar. Let's put these taste buds to the test.
Alright, alright.
First one.
Wow. I feel like I want to climb a mountain. This tastes like peanut buttery.
Peanut butter flavored.
Yeah, this is like chewy. I really like it. Can I spit it out?
We have orange juice. Nope, that's not part of the game.
I like this one. Okay, the first one was definitely Cliff and the second one is Nature Valley.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
Ding ding! That was an easy one. This is a real test. She's a sugar girl.
We have equal,
Artificial sweetener, and then we have pure cane white sugar. Do you like artificial or pure?
Pure. It tastes like good sugar. This one tastes more crystallized. And you know what? I can't really tell that much, like the difference. But I'm gonna say the first one was pure sugar and the second one was artificial because I'm getting a little aftertaste in my mouth that's not tasting good.
You sure you don't want another piece?
No.
And you are correct! Ding 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 ding! Loser has to do all the dishes now. Spill 3, out. Bitch. Love you guys.
Love you.
And we will see you next week for episode 3 of Spill 3 in season 3. So you know it's gonna be a good one, so tune in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Bye y'all. Don't forget to say your psalms today, say your prayers. Love ya.